the day of the show, we had to wake up early, get ready, had breakfast, and then after breakfast we went again in the bus and go to the location. And first we had to wait for a pretty long time. My nerves were like high all day and I had such massive headaches. It just kept going, so I took like some medication to repress it. But phew, it was crazy. Like mentally, I had to push the limit, and I was doing that. So when the show started at night, the location started to fill. People were coming in. And the show started, and we started with dances. Then we had to present ourselves in 2 times. So 1 time in the national costume and the second in our final dress. And in between there, when we were backstage changing and redoing our makeup and everything, there was a show going on. So they had these Mexican dancers, and I think it looked very awesome.
Vamos!
In front with the dances and everything, and I was so nervous I forgot to, my nerves took over and I couldn't hear the music like properly. And then that's the thing with nerves, they can really take over, and well, that happened. So after my first dance I was like, okay, get yourself together, come on. So I was trying to calm myself down, like, you cannot fuck this up. You come all this way. You flew 20 hours by plane. You put so much effort to making the dresses. You looked for sponsors to pay the tickets, and you cannot fuck it up right now in these few minutes. So, but it's a lot coming together, and I think people who've never been in a pageant do not understand that. And that's why I'm telling you guys, because I had no idea what was going to happen. So I'm sharing this for the future candidates of the next edition. If you watch this video in the future, in the far future, then, well, this is my honest story, and this is my experience. And of course it really depends on where the show is located and the organization and everything coming together. But yeah, this is real. So yeah. After redoing the makeup, we were ready for the final. So somehow I just thought, okay, just wave and smile, and that's what I did. And it worked, because I remembered my second dance and it went a lot better. So maybe I was too nervous at the first part of the show, but the second went so much better. And then we had to line up, and there you know, the prizes were going to be handed out, and I had no idea what was going to happen. Miss Kindness, Miss Popularity, Miss Lifestyle, and then I thought, okay, so no prizes for May. But then I thought, no, there's still 3 prizes left, so you don't know what's gonna happen. And you're just there on stage, everyone's looking, and you're just smiling.
Muchísimas gracias, de verdad, por los obsequios.
And there's so many thoughts going through your mind. And the whole show was in Spanish, right? So, I mean, with my tiny bit of knowledge about Spanish, I try to understand everything that they were saying. And then all of a sudden it was Holanda, and it was like, oh, Holanda means Holland, it means Netherlands, so that's me. So after Poland received the 3rd prize, I got to receive the first runner-up, so I was 2nd, and the winner was Miss Peru. And then it was the ending, so it went by in a flash, and at the same time it lasted very long. So it's such a weird thing. And then everyone was relieved and smiling, and we took a lot of photos. And all these people from the organization just came to say congratulations.
Canadá está muy fría.
Ja, leuk, blij, heel blij.
Ja?
Ja, yes. Yeah, I was just smiling. I was super happy. I was just 2nd place is probably the highest I could have done. So I was so happy. I was so, yeah, also so relieved that it was over, because you put in so much work, and just coming in together and just with all the nerves, and you're just tired, you're happy when it's over, but in a good way. Most of the candidates actually left that early morning, and some stayed a little longer, and I had one day just to rest a little, because I knew I was going to need that. So we had some time just to relax, to eat, and you know, the people who were still there, like I spent time with Miss India, and you know, it was just nice just to also think about everything that happened, and just to calm down before you jump on another plane and go back. We had one day, and me and my boyfriend, we just went on the streets. We went to the supermarket. It was a Sunday, so it was like very quiet, and we just went to the Pizza Hut because at that point I could finally eat something unhealthy, and that's what we did. So yeah, I am truly happy with this experience. Glad I did it. And the best part is just meeting all the other women and just having these interesting conversations, and yeah, positive energies. So the next morning we checked out and we were picked up by the taxi and we were dropped off at the Tijuana airport and we went back home. Another layover in Mexico City, and well, it was like a 20-hour flight back. And then I had to take the train back home. So it was a very intense few days, and after that I took time, like 2 days off work, because I wasn't ready to just go back into work. I really needed some time to rest. Well, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.